Hey everybody, welcome back. So in today's video, I am going to see if I can feed my family of 5 for $100 a week. And this is a little different. I have what I would consider no processed food in this grocery haul. If you guys have been around my channel for any length of time, you know that our family likes to eat healthy, and I normally spend about $300 to $350 a week in groceries, but my family, we never eat out, and we love to eat just a wide variety of food. And anyways, I just thought, if Rich was to like lose his job or something and we had to really tighten up our grocery budget, could I do it? Could I feed my family of 5 very nutrient dense food for a whole week on $100? And the other reason I wanted to do this is because there's a lot of people out there that maybe that's all you have is $100 a week, and maybe that is all you have for years and years to come. Well, I mean, we don't know the future, but for the foreseeable future, that's all you have is $100, and you don't want to feed your family just all of this processed food, like hot dogs and macaroni and cheese for breakfast, lunch. Well, I mean, I guess we're not going to eat that for breakfast, but for lunch and for dinner and day in and day out. And I just want to show you that how, I guess, to feed your family nutritious food for a lower cost. Like if I was in this situation, this is what I would buy for my family. And truly, as I look at this, I think I have ways that I could even cut this to make it to be able to buy more. So anyways, I could chit chat here forever, but I'll show you everything I bought. I will give you my total, and then I will show you what we're going to be eating for the next 6 days: breakfast, lunch, dinner, and a snack. So because everyone eats snacks. So anyways, I'll show you what we got here. So I'll start down here with just our produce. So I have 3 pounds of onions. I have 2 bags of broccoli florets. I have some peas and carrots, 1 bag of sweet peas, 1 bag of Brussels sprouts. I have a lot of sweet potatoes. I have a package of 3 heads of lettuce there, some romaine. I have a pound of baby carrots. I have 3 apples. Oh, I have some green beans too. I don't want to forget about those. I have just some celery here. I picked up just this like triple blend fruit. I have 4 bananas. I have 3 peaches. I just got a container of like Greek yogurt because I'm going to make some homemade yogurt for this week. And I have just some pumpkin here. I have 2 cans of black beans. I have 10 pounds of white potato. I grabbed some unsweetened applesauce, and I grabbed, this is a peanut butter. It's just like ground peanuts that you can get like in bulks. I just did it that way, so that way it was cheaper because I could just get a small container because we're just going to use that more of it's like a topping for snacks. I just have some long grain brown rice. I have a pound of butter. I have, how many pounds is this? 3.38 pounds of ground beef, and that is the cheapest price, $3.99 a pound. That is the cheapest price I could find. Isn't that crazy? Hamburger is super expensive right now. I got some sausage, a pound of sausage. I just grabbed some salsa. I grabbed just a container of Quick Oats, and I have 4 packages of chicken legs. These were on sale for 99 cents a pound. If you need to find chicken cheaper though, at Walmart, you can find like the leg quarters. They're like 69 cents a pound. Here, I'll put a picture right up here, but my Walmart didn't have those. So they do normally carry those. So we had to go with the 99 cents a pound this week. And then I have 5 dozen eggs over here. My family loves eggs. Eggs are one of the most nutrient dense foods that you can find. They have so much fat in them. They have so many, all of like your B vitamins, and 5 dozen. People think that our family's crazy because we eat so many eggs, but like I'm gonna have to ration out 5 dozen for our family this week. We normally go through more than 5 dozen a week, and then I have gallon of milk. And just to be completely transparent, this milk is raw milk. It is from the farm, but I did put it into my budget as a gallon of whole milk from Walmart. This is the price. That's the price that I'll put a picture right here. That's the price that I like put into this budget, because you could go to Walmart and buy a gallon of milk for that cost. And then these eggs actually are from the farm as well, but I did this one right here from Walmart at that price in the budget, because you can go to Walmart and purchase those. My farmer actually sets this out for me every single Monday, and so they count on my money and all of that, so I'm not going to leave them high and dry. So that's how I did that for this week for this budget. But yeah, this is all of the groceries, and I will tell you everything that we have ate for the last week now. So what did I make with all of those ingredients the last 6 days for me and my family? Let's see. So day 1, and I have a little cheat sheet here because I don't know what I did yesterday, let alone what me and my family ate 6 days ago, if I wasn't filming this for you guys. And so after I made each meal, or before I made each meal, like I wrote down what we ate that day, or after each meal, I should say. So that way I could come back and I could tell you guys. So if you see me like looking down at this cheat sheet, it's because I need this cheat sheet because I don't even remember what we had yesterday. But anyways, so for day 1, starting us off with breakfast, we had eggs. And like I said before, eggs are one of the most nutrient dense foods that you can eat. They are a powerhouse. They have so many essential nutrients that you need for your metabolism. They have vitamins A and vitamins D and your B vitamins, and I could go on and on and on, but I won't. But I do just want to kind of like tell you guys just a few things throughout this video why I choose to eat the things that I do, just to maybe educate you, so that way when you're at the grocery store, you're like, oh, I'm gonna pick this up because it's really good for my body because of this reason. So anyways, we had eggs, and when I say eggs as well, because we eat eggs every single morning for breakfast, each of us had 2 eggs, and then my youngest, she's 2, she just had 1 egg. But anyways, along with our eggs, we had oatmeal with some of those berries just sprinkled on top, and I chose those berries because the most variety that you can have in your diet is going to be the best diet that you can have. Each thing has different nutrients that your body needs. And so that's why I just grabbed like a few peaches and a few apples, because if I had such a tight budget to work with, I would want to get the most variety that I could. And so I chose that bag because I'm getting 3 different fruits in, and each of those fruits does something different in your body and has different nutrients that your body needs. So anyways, that's what we had for breakfast. And then for lunch, we had a burger. So you remember the burger was 3 1/3, a little over 1/3 pound of burger meat. And so I used that 1 1/3 pound to make us just a burgers for lunch, and I just put a little like piece of lettuce that we just folded up and ate with our burger, just kind of like a little lettuce wrap, with 3 of those sweet potatoes. I just divided them amongst all of us, and I put a tablespoon of butter on each of the sweet potatoes. I chose butter because butter also is one of the best nutrient dense fats that you can find. Butter has vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin E. It has your B vitamins. So if you want to look younger and have beautiful glowing skin, I mean, vitamin E, like that is essential for our skin. Anyways, and then for dinner that night, I made a chicken soup. So I just took one of those packages of chicken legs, and I did take a couple of chicken legs out and put them to the side for a different meal. But soup is one of the best ways to stretch a budget. And so what I did, I made my own stock with using those chicken legs. I just put them in a pan, simmered them for a couple of hours, and then I just took all of the meat off of the bone. And to that soup, I added onion, carrot, potatoes, and some of that celery as well. And I just simmered that. And I just used mainly salt and pepper for all my spices throughout this week. So I just salt and peppered that soup and it came out absolutely delicious. Then day 2, I used I used all that canned pumpkin with the eggs, and I just blended those up, and I made pumpkin protein pancakes, I guess, for everybody. And I put just a little bit of, I put butter on top of the pancakes, and then I put a little bit of honey and I sprinkled a little bit of cinnamon on top of the pancakes. And with that, we had yogurt, which also had a little bit of cinnamon and honey in it as well. Yogurt is an amazing probiotic food, especially the type that I home make. I culture it, and it's so important to be eating foods that are probiotic foods just to repopulate our guts. And so we try to eat some sort of probiotic food each and every day. And for lunch that day, we just had some of that soup that was left over from dinner that night. It had made a huge pot, and so there was plenty of leftovers. For snack that day, I made some cookies out of the quick oats and applesauce. All you do for that is you just take like a cup of quick oats and half a cup of applesauce, and you just mix them together, and you just press out cookies, and then you just bake them in your oven at 350 degrees for 13 minutes, and that comes out to be an absolutely delicious snack. Oats are one of the best prebiotic foods that you can eat. And plus they have 1,000 more beneficial things for your body. But that night for dinner, I made a taco salad. So I took the 2 pounds of the burger, and I took those 2 cans of black beans just to stretch the burger. There's so many great ways to stretch hamburger meat. But that's one of the ways is to, if you're making any sort of Mexican style dish, is to just add like a bean to the burger. And so I just used that lettuce, we chopped that up, and I cooked the burger. I put the beans in, and I just seasoned them with some salt and pepper, cumin, oregano, just to taste. And then I just put some raw onion. I chopped that up and put that on top along with some of that salsa that I bought. And that completes day 2. And so then day 3, I made some overnight oats using those quick oats. And quick oats aren't the best to use for overnight oats, but it does okay. I prefer the old-fashioned oats. They hold up a lot better for overnight oats, but quick oats is all we had, so we made it work. And so I made some overnight oats just using some of our yogurt and a little bit of milk, and I put some berries on top, and I also put just a little bit of peanut butter inside and kind of made like a peanut butter and jelly overnight oat. And along with that, we also had eggs. For lunch that day, we just had leftovers from the night before, some of that taco salad. That's like the going theme. And if I didn't have, like, if you don't have enough, like the rice, we had plenty, but I could have made some more rice and like added it to that instead of like the lettuce, like if we would have ate more of the lettuce the night before, but it was fine. Anyways, I'm just trying to give you guys, like, there's so many thoughts in my head of ways that if you have a larger family, or if I needed to stretch this farther, like ways to do that, I guess. But that day for snack, we had yogurt with some peaches, and I also put some honey in that just to sweeten it up and make it taste extra good. For dinner that night, I made a chicken and rice bake with green beans, and I made two 9x13 pans of this because we're gonna eat one for dinner, and then I needed something for lunch the next day. That's a lot of times how our family eats, is I make our dinners larger, and then we have leftovers for lunch the next day. That way I don't have to cook, or I don't have to think. It's just a really efficient way, is when you're cooking a dinner, just double it up and eat it again. And so anyways, I needed some chicken stock for this. So I did go ahead and I simmered some chicken legs and made chicken stock. And then all you do for this recipe is you just put 1.5 cups of long grain brown rice in the bottom of a pan, and then you take 3 cups of your chicken stock, put that in there, you chop up an onion, throw that in there. You just I put some of that chicken that I had just cooked to make the stock, I put that in there, and then I put the green beans in, salt and pepper, popped it into the oven, covered at 350. It was probably like 45-50 minutes. I just check it, and once the rice is all tender and has absorbed all of the liquid, I just pull it out and it's done, and we're ready to eat. So that's what we had for dinner, day 3. And like I said, I made 2 of those, so that way we had lunch the next day. But day 4, we had eggs with some of those oat cookies, using the oatmeal and applesauce, along with just some yogurt. Lunch, like I said, that day we had the chicken and rice with the green bean bake. I only had 1 bag of green beans, so I did split that in those dishes. Like I split the green beans between the 2 dishes, I guess. Dinner, day 4, I used one of those packages of chicken legs, and again, I pulled out some of the chicken legs, put them to the side for another meal, but I just simmered those, shredded those. I had 5 sweet potatoes left, and so each person got a sweet potato. I opened it up, I put a tablespoon of butter in each sweet potato, because sweet potatoes have a lot of vitamin A, which is a fat soluble vitamin, and the way that your body pulls all of those fat soluble vitamins, it's done more efficiently with a fat. So then I just put the shredded chicken inside of the sweet potato, and we had just some Brussels sprouts on the side with that for dinner that night. Day 5, we had eggs with just some yogurt with honey and cinnamon in the yogurt. For lunch that day, we had some of that shredded chicken that was left over from the night before, and I just took some of those potatoes and I made potato wedges, and I just chopped those up and roasted them in the oven and made like little potato wedges. Potatoes are an amazing powerhouse food as well. They're loaded with potassium, and they're great for you and your gut health. But I just served that along with some peas for our lunch on day 5. For snack, we had just a hard-boiled egg with some applesauce. Not gonna lie, that snack, I was kind of like, all right, we're really getting low here. But we all ate our snack, and we were happy for it. But anyways, so I guess sometimes you're just like hungry for foods and then you're not. But dinner that night, we just had some chicken legs. I made some rice. I just cooked it on the stovetop. I did use some of that chicken stock that I had from the other day. And just to make that rice just taste better and pop. And we just had that just with some peas and carrots. And for day 6, for breakfast, we had eggs, oatmeal with just some honey and cinnamon on top of it. And then for lunch, we had just sausage, potato, and onion skillet. That was so delicious. I love, I guess they're called hashes, but I love all the hashes when you make them with sausage. And sausage is a pretty inexpensive meat. Like you can usually find a pound, like that was a pound of sausage, and I found it for under $3 for that pound. So that's a pretty good price. And I don't know, like I tried to get a variety of meats too, because each meat has different nutrients that your body needs. So I got some pork in here, I got some chicken, and I got beef. Like that is something as well, that just that variety, that's the key right there. And then for snack, on day 6, we had some sliced apples with peanut butter. And then for dinner that night, all of those like reserved chicken legs that I set to the side, I just roasted those up with some potatoes and some broccoli. I did like a sheet pan meal, threw it in the oven. One of us were missing from that dinner that night, and so I knew I didn't need like 2 more chicken legs, I guess. But that's what we had this week. That's what I made with all of those groceries, and everything was super delicious. And I hope this gives you guys some ideas for when you guys are at the grocery store, if you guys need to stretch a budget, stretch a dollar, especially in our economy that we're living today, but yet stay healthy and feed your family just nutrient dense food. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.